In a quiet neighborhood in Lagos lived a bright young girl named Temi. She was 17, full of dreams, full of hope, full of life. Temi had just received the biggest news of her life. She had been offered admission into a prestigious university in the northern part of Nigeria to study computer engineering. This was not just any dream, it was her childhood dream. She wanted to build computers, create solutions, and someday make her family proud. She would be the first person in her entire family to study engineering. On the morning of her departure, Temi woke up before dawn. The sky was still dark, but her heart was shining brightly. Her mother helped her pack her bags. Neatly folded clothes, her brand new notebook, a Bible, and a small family photo her father quietly slipped into her backpack. Her father smiled bravely, even though his eyes were wet. "Temi, make us proud," he whispered. "I will, Daddy," she said, hugging him tight. They drove her to the park. Temi looked around at other young students, all traveling to different parts of the country for school. Some looked scared, some looked excited. Temi, she was smiling. She boarded the luxurious bus, waved goodbye, and held on to her dreams. The journey began. Laughter, snacks, music, and stories filled the bus. Temi made new friends. They talked about school, about their courses, about their hopes. Everything was beautiful, but then everything changed. The bus had left the busy highways of the city and was now deep into the long stretch of the northern road. Tall grasses waved in the wind. Birds flew across the sky. Suddenly, screech! The bus stopped violently. Confusion swept through the passengers. Before they could make sense of anything, voices, rough, angry voices. Men appeared from the bushes, blocking the road. They were carrying guns, faces covered, voices harsh. Fear swallowed the laughter. The bus driver whispered, trembling, "Stay calm, don't run, don't shout." But hearts were beating fast. Temi shivered in her seat. She held her phone in her hand, trying to call her mother, but no network. The men ordered everyone off the bus. Bags were thrown, phones collected. The road became silent. Only the wind spoke. They were led into the forest, deeper and deeper. The walk felt endless, 10 kilometers, maybe more. Branches scratched their legs, their feet hurt, their hearts hurt more. Temi whispered to herself, "God, please help me." Night fell. They arrived at a hidden camp. A fire burned in the center. Some people sat quietly, heads bowed. They too were travelers who never reached their destination. One of the men shouted, "Call your families!" Temi's hands shook as they returned her phone. She dialed her father's number with a trembling finger. But before she could speak, her father's voice said cheerfully, "Temi, have you reached school? We have been trying to call. Your mother is worried but excited. Are you settled?" Silence. A heavy silence. Then a strange voice broke in. "Your daughter is with us. If you want to see her again, prepare 100 million naira." Temi's father dropped the phone. His voice cracked. His legs shook. He screamed. Temi's mother rushed in. "What happened?" he stuttered, tears falling. "Temi has been taken." Her mother fainted. Back in the forest, Temi sat alone. Her dreams of school, of classrooms, of laptops, of hope, they all felt far away. She thought of her father's smile, her mother's hands packing her bags, the taste of her mother's jollof rice. She missed home. Days turned into nights. Nights turned into fear. 3 days, no rescue, no hope yet, only prayers. Her father went from relative to relative, friend to friend, bank to bank, begging, borrowing, pleading. Her mother didn't sleep. Her pillow was soaked with tears. She cried every day. "My daughter, where are you? Will I ever see you again?" Temi watched the stars. cold, lonely stars. She whispered, "I just want to go to school. I just want to learn. Why must dreams be so hard?" Her sadness was deep, but her spirit was strong. One night, she began to speak to the other captives. She encouraged them. "We must not lose hope. Someone, somewhere is praying for us." An elderly woman said, "My child, your courage gives me strength." That night, Temi sat by the fire and prayed. Back home, the community gathered. They raised funds. They made calls. The story spread. People prayed. Strangers prayed. Not for money, but for mercy. On the fifth day, something changed. Footsteps rushed through the camp. Voices argued. The men looked restless. Something was happening outside. Something loud. Something powerful. Dogs barking. People shouting. Security forces. Chaos broke loose. Some captives hid behind trees. Some laid on the ground, gunshots in the distance. Then a calm voice. "Stay down, you are safe." Security forces found them. Temi cried, not tears of fear, tears of relief. She was going home. When Temi arrived home, her mother fell to her knees, praising God, thanking him for mercy. Her father hugged her so tight that she could hear his heartbeat. Was she shaken? Yes. Was she broken? No, because her dreams were not lost. They were simply paused. And Temi made a promise to herself. One day, she would still become the first computer engineer in her family. Temi is hopeful that one day the roads will be safe again. Hopeful that the needful will be done very soon to address the fears and high rate of insecurity in the society today. The big question remains, when will this be?